What is up, guys and girls? My name is YDH, and today guys we're going to be going over another zombies character profile. Today we're going to be going over Russman, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. The link to the sources will be in the description, and let's get straight into this. Russman was formerly an agent from Broken Arrow before an outbreak of zombies at the facility, which was either mistakenly or intentionally caused by other members of Broken Arrow, and possibly himself. This outbreak was connected to the larger global zombie pandemic that followed Richtofen's grand scheme. At the time of the incident, he became homeless and began to travel around the world. At some point, he met Samuel J. Stuhlinger, and the two travelled together. Russman also commandeered a bus driven by a robotic driver to a town in Washington, where he and Stuhlinger met Marlton Johnson and Misty Briarton. It was here that the four survivors were contacted by Dr. Ludvig Maxis, who instructed them into activating the Pylon tower located there, which acted as a polarization device. At the time, Stuhlinger heard the voice of Edward Richtofen in his head, telling him to activate the tower in his own method for unknown purposes. After activating the tower, the group was teleported by Richtofen to a skyscraper in Shanghai. Russman managed to save Stuhlinger, who was talking to Richtofen at the time, from a horde of zombies. However, he was then tackled by a jumping jack and was ripped in half. The other three were soon killed off after as well. However, Richtofen then somehow revived them, though as if they have no memory of being killed, in order for them to carry out his tasks. Once again, Maxis and Richtofen continued to give the four survivors instructions on activating the second polarization device. After the task was done, the group travelled on foot towards Africa. They then set up camp in the desert, planning what to do next. The day after, the survivors proceeded to the rift and ended up in an underground western town. Here, Maxis and Richtofen continued to give the survivors instructions to activate the third tower, and warned them of the others' plans. In the end, their allegiance shapes what happens to them next. Russman seems to despise Marlton greatly, which is a mutual contempt. He pities Samuel and often gives support, though Russman occasionally calls out to him when ammunition runs dry. Russman likewise doesn't seem to have much respect for Misty, although they knew each other before the outbreak started. He is a very spiritual person, as he believes the mystery box to be the work of a devil, often calling it a devil box in disguise, while conversely, he believes that the Pack-a-Punch machine is to be the work of an angel, calling it an angel machine. He is pessimistic and grumpy a lot of the time, suffers from memory loss on occasion, and sometimes refers to himself in the third person. Russman also appears to be fond of explosives, particularly the war machine. However, Russman holds a high disdain for sniper rifles. Likely it is for his hate for Marlton, who is very fond of sniper rifles, or perhaps the fact that explosive launching weapons are incredibly different from sniper rifles. As well, he has a liking for some pistols, particularly the 5.7 and the Remington New Model Army, which is slightly similar to Samuel Stuhlinger, who favours the 5.7.
Thank you for riding junk-ass bus lines. Have a fucking day.